Today I will be explaining how to properly set up your distillation kit. Start by making sure that your variac is plugged into the outlet. Make sure that your setting on your variac is appropriate, and then make sure that it's turned on. Make sure that your heating mantle is plugged into the front of your variac, and that your heating mantle is attached to an iron ring that's held on to a retort stand. Your round bottom flask will be nestled in your heating mantle. It will be held in place by a retort clamp. There is a fractioning column going into the top of your round bottom flask. At the top of the fractioning column, there is a second retort clamp holding your fractioning column firmly to the retort stand. At the top of the fractioning column, there is a blue clip holding on a still head. The still head attaches to a condenser, at which point there is another blue clip. On the top of your still head is a rubber stopper with a thermometer protruding in. Make sure that the head of your thermometer is at the junction of the still head and the condenser. In your condenser, you have two hoses. The hoses are meant to bring water in and out of your condenser. You want water to run from the bottom up. Your first hose is 3 feet long and at the bottom of your condenser. It attaches to the tap to bring water in. Your second hose is 5 feet long and at the top of your condenser to bring water out. This hose goes into the sink so that water can run out safely. On the very right of your condenser, there is another blue clip attaching your receiver. The receiver has its tip going into a 50 milliliter graduated cylinder, receiving the liquid. There is also another retort clamp attaching your condenser to a second retort stand set up as you can see here. It is very important when you are done with your experiment to make sure to unplug your variac from the outlet. Turn your machinery off and unplug your heating mantle from the front of your variac. You should also take the iron ring, loosen it, lower it and your heating mantle, turn it to the left and allow it to cool on its own. Once it is tightened firmly and hovering above the bench top, you should make sure that you take your round bottom flask and place it into the cork ring that came in your kit to cool as well. Make sure to leave the water on and running through your condenser so that the cool water assists in the cooling process of your glassware.